I'm gonna go over as much in detail as I can over the mod list, and I do have one, as you can see in the shadows here in my hand. So first and foremost, it is a F32, which is a coupe. It is rear-wheel drive. It is not X-Drive. I repeat, it is not all-wheel drive. It is rear-wheel drive. So as far as the engine, let's go to the software. Software is BM3. That's what I run, and for the most part, I've always used OTS. Recently got custom tuned, but I did use BM3 OTS for the longest. The 93 maps, the E30 blend, and all the way up to the E70. So in case you do not know, in order for you to run E70, you have to have a CAN bus sensor. If you do not have a CAN bus sensor or ethanol sensor, you will not be able to run E30. And we'll go with, as far as the spark plugs that are inside the car, they are NGK's 97506, I believe is the number, which are the one-step colder ones. I run them out of the box. I do not gap them down. Never had an issue like that. I believe stock gap is like 0.031 or 0.030, and those plugs come out of the box, I think, at that gap. So I just run them straight out of the box. And as far as the intake side, you'll hear me walking over here crunching on some leaves, so bear with me. I run my own. It's a front mount Sunbish Performance. That goes into the CTS inlet. And of course that leads to the turbo. Turbo is stock. It does have a Turbo Smart blow-off valve. You run the dual port, I believe that's what it's called. That one is the one that vents to atmosphere. I use that one because I prefer the sound, for one. Two, from my experience, or at least what I've been able to read upon, more people have issues with the recirculating one. It can set DTCs, and I just didn't want that trouble. So that's my reasoning for that. No other reason. There's no performance advantage between one or the other. At least not that I'm aware of. And on the engine as well, I have a 3.5 bar map sensor. I do not need it with OTS. OTS does not reach, I think the threshold is 21.7 psi. You need that if you want to go over that. You need the resolution. The stock one cannot see over that. But I've had it just because. If you go custom tuned and your car is capable of fueling wise, I highly recommend it, because your tuner will push 22 to 24 psi. More than likely, it's about what they're going to push. So coming out of the turbo, the stock outlet, so from the turbo to the intercooler is stock. The intercooler itself is a MAD race version. That's going to be the largest one that they run. Highly recommend you do that. Skip all other intercoolers. Just get any race version, whether it's BMS, VRSF, or MAD. I think those three pretty much are identical, or they function the same, to put it that way. So just get whatever's cheaper. Coming out of the intercooler, I have a MAD charge pipe. As far as the exhaust, it is a VRSF catless downpipe, and then I use part of a AWE mid pipe to run my turn down. I do that way my turn down can be bolt on, and I can put the stock exhaust back on. I do not run an open downpipe. I don't like that idea. So I know a lot of people tend to do it, but I personally do not like it, and I do not do it. Transmission wise, it is stock. It does have XHP, and I use a OTS stage 3 map. I do use drag mode, and I do have my own custom launch control settings. So onto that, before you guys ask me what my settings are, I'm gonna tell you, I will not give them away, because you basically are not in the same conditions that I run my car in. You know, you could be X-Drive, you could be, I'm rear-wheel drive. You could be trying it out on the street, it's not gonna hook the same. You go to the track, I don't know how good your prep is. You probably don't even run the exact same tire that I run. So there's just too many variables. I don't want to give away my settings, and then someone say, oh man, this guy don't know what he's talking about, or he's lying to me, they don't work. So I'll leave it at that. Behind the transmission, I run a DSP drive shaft, a drive shaft Pro, or basically I initial it as DSP. Yeah, I think it's drive shaft Pro. They are out of Cali. I did that for reliability reasons. Stock one's known to twist and break. Behind that, I run a Quaife LSD that I got from Bird's Auto in the UK. And that one runs the stock gearing. Sorry, excuse me. Stock gearing on F3 axis, which is F30, F32, F33, F36, is 3.15. And that is different from your 2 Series F87 and F22s. The current wheels I have right now, these are the street wheels. These are Apex Arc 8s in anthracite color, 19x9. I think it's a 28 offset in the front, 255, 35, 19. The rear is 19x9.5, 265, 35, 19. Offset, I believe, is 33. Now for the track wheels, I run in the front Forge Star, I believe they're F10s. I think that's what they're called. 17x4.5. Don't know the offset off the top of my head. The tire that I run on it is Mickey Thompson ET fronts, which are bias plies, 26x4.5, 17. Rear, I run Apex as well, but they are 17x9. Offset is 30, and I run a 275, 40, 17 Mickey Thompson ET Street R. I do not run the ET Street SS. Okay, now miscellaneous things. A GTS replica aluminum hood. I believe that drops like 20-25 pounds. I do remove all passenger seats, meaning the front passenger in the front and the rear bench with the seat back and the side cushions. That's to basically decrease the weight, so for weight reduction. So and I do run a lithium battery. So the hood, the front wheels are part of that. I guess the whole drag pack, the front and rear wheels. The seats removal, the exhaust with the turn down. Well, I don't run an exhaust, but the turn down, and then the lithium battery. I think that's pretty much it for as far as weight reduction. Oh, I forgot one thing here. I do have Vargas front drag brakes, and I did recently put it on the rears. I've had these for quite a while. You can see they're the Willwood calipers. I believe now if you order them, you will get the VTT calipers. So you will not get the Willwood like I have. As far as fueling, stock low pressure. So the one that's in the tank is stock. And on the high side, I have my own stage 2 high pressure fuel pump. I was working on it towards the end of last year, and I'll be honest with you, I ended up taking a break from cars, period. At that point, I was going to release one. I think I'll start working on that again, basically to offer you guys something affordable. I don't know. I just wanted to take a break from cars at the end of last year. I had so many plans. I was going to do this with this car a few months ago, and as you know, if you follow me, I have other vehicles too that I was going to modify, and I literally have a room full of parts just sitting there on those cars as well. But I think this year I've been more motivated, so I will get back on that high pressure fuel pump and do, like I said, like I do have this front mount as well. I do offer that as well. I have a video basically showing how to install it, just a quick, easy little video. And once I get the high pressure fuel pump sorted out, you know, I'll make a video on it and basically show you how to install it as well, how to go about that, and of course give you a price and availability and all that. But I think I'm gonna get back onto that. As far as the mod list, I think that's it on this car. I can't remember anything else off the top of my head as far as performance wise or anything that could affect the performance to make it quicker. If I do remember something and I didn't say it here on the video, I will make just look for it in the description. I'll make a full list there as well. That way you guys will have something to read upon. But I think that's pretty much it. I know that's all I can remember off the top of my head. And you're gonna hear some leaves crunching, so I'm gonna go walk over to this side. But I think that's it. Like I said, I appreciate you for being patient and listening. I'm trying this gimbal. I'm, you know, trying to get a little bit better at making videos and having a little bit better quality. I do have a mic, but I need to get that sorted out as well. Just working on things here and there, you know, as time allows me. I think one of the next videos I'm gonna make is what I believe the car would have ran if everything went well as far as quarter mile and 60 to 130. I did have a little bit of issues with that. And I also do need to make a video with an updated how much the car weighs, because I did remove a little bit more weight from the previous one. So be looking out for those. And of course I'm gonna make some more newer videos, and you're gonna be coming along with me as I mod the other two vehicles, my 340 and my X3M. So got big plans. And like I said, I'm a little bit more motivated this year. I think my goal is I might have all three of them running 9s. So I'm gonna have this one running 9s, have my 340 running 9s, and my X3M running 9s. So we'll see how that goes, and hope you guys can wish me some luck on that.